Hi everybody, this is my new Lenovo Legion T5 gaming PC, and in this video I'm going to try and answer the rather tricky question of how loud are the fans in this beast. And this is the Lenovo T5 that's got the GeForce RTX 3070 graphics card from NVIDIA and the AMD Ryzen 7 CPU in it, and there's one fan at the back. I think there's two fans at the top and two fans at the bottom, and then if we go over here, I've brought up the performance thing, we can see GPU temperature is currently 75 degrees C and the fans running at 643 RPM, which I understand is within kind of acceptable parameters. Now the problem is that sound is relative, isn't it? And even if I had a decibel meter, even then it'd be like, what does that mean? How can you equate to anything? This is also a very, very warm evening in the UK. Very, very warm indeed. And here in my little PC room, it's incredibly hot as well. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077, so we've been pushing the capabilities of the system. So how loud is it? Well, let's do it in relation to these two beasts. So we've got a PlayStation 4 here and an Xbox Series S. Now, if you've had a PlayStation 4, you'll know that these things start to sound incredibly loud when they get a little bit older. I guess they get a build-up of dust inside them. I've tried to clean this one out, but whenever I turn it on and play something graphically intensive, it gets so loud that I can hear it through my headphones when I have my headphones on. Sounds a bit like a jet engine, or the fan does anyway. And this noise is way quieter than that. Way quieter, I'd say probably a quarter of the noise of that. However, this noise is definitely louder than the sound a typical Xbox makes, specifically as well as something like an Xbox Series S. This thing is basically almost silent compared to the way this thing sounds. This is probably 2 times louder, I would say, than this beast here. Also, I'd say is once I put my gaming headphones on, and I've got HyperX 2s, you know, your typical gaming headphones. I can't see them around me right now. Where are they? Here we go. So they're my your typical gaming headset. Once I've got those on, I cannot hear the sound of that. But when I did wear my headphones on when I would play my PlayStation 4, I could definitely hear the sound of the PlayStation 4. You could also hear the PlayStation 4 through the wall there as well, where you definitely can't hear that thing. Also, when I'm recording stuff, say on my USB mic, I don't pick up the sound that I can tell above sort of room noise of these fans as well. So what I would say is the fans are also louder than your typical laptop fan sound as well. You know when your laptop on and it's doing something graphically intensive and the fan kicks in, that noise, this is louder than that. So hopefully I kind of that gives you a little bit of idea. So how loud are the fans in the Legion T5? Well, much quieter than a noisy PlayStation 4, louder than an Xbox Series S, louder than your typical laptop when the fan kicks in, but you won't be able to hear it when you've got your gaming headset on. And to be honest, if I'm like watching a film or listening to a video on my computer here and sitting next to it, the sound that this machine makes doesn't really affect what I'm doing at all. So there we go. So hopefully that's helpful. If you found that video useful, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.